Hello, and welcome to another episode of Branding with Jade TV. And in this week's episode, I want to talk to you about how to make the most out of your Instagram bio link. So what I mean by that is the link that you can actually put in your bio. So you've got the space to tell people what you do, and then really you should be having a call to action with some kind of link underneath that where you can collect people's emails, because it's a really powerful way to build your email list. And like I've said in previous weeks where I've spoken about the importance of email marketing, if you're looking at building your brand and you're looking at building a long-term sustainable business, then you really should be focusing on growing your email list, because you don't really have any control over what happens on social media. It's borrowed space, it's not yours. Whereas if you have people sign up to your email list, you own those emails. So they have given you permission to connect with them. So ideally, your Instagram bio link should be a space where you are able to collect people's emails. Now, a lot of people aren't even putting links in there at all. So if that's you, go and put a link in there right now and get something in there so that you can start collecting emails. And if you do have a link and you've maybe found yourself wanting to be able to put a few different options in there and being able to have more than one link, then that's the point of this video today. I want to give you some tips on how to actually get the most out of your Instagram bio link, because as you've probably realized, it's quite frustrating when you can only have one link there. So say for instance you're like an affiliate marketer or somebody that has a few different offers, or you offer different services within your business and you have different themes that you talk about and you want to be able to direct people to the thing that's most suitable to them, then it really helps to be able to have multiple links in your bio, but you just can't do it. Except you can. There are ways around it, and I want to introduce you to a few tools and just tell you about my experiences with each of the tools and what I have found to be the best option. So first of all, you may have seen people with links in their bio from Linktree. So Linktree is a free tool that you can use, which is simply like a one-page thing that allows you to put multiple links. So you can set up a free account on Linktree and then you just set up your profile. It links to your Instagram account, creates a username based on that, and then you just put the links to whatever you want to direct people to. So say you want people to go to your website, you want them to go to a few different opt-ins, or you want them to book a call with you, whatever it is that you want in there, you can put those links there and they'll just show up as a line that people can scroll through and choose the link that they want to click on. The downfall with Linktree is that it's not branded to you, so the link in your bio will say Linktree / whatever your username is, so it's not very well branded. The colors and logos and fonts and stuff you can't really brand to yourself either, so it doesn't look that great from a branding perspective, which is why I now steer away from Linktree. The next option is Milkshake, which is a more recent app, and this is more like a mini website builder. So you can actually create multiple pages that are all under the one link. So you could have like a brief about me page, then you could have a links page, you can link it to videos on your YouTube channel and things like that. Again, it's the same kind of thing as Linktree. It's not very well branded. It does have a page at the end where it promotes Milkshake, so it's not doing any justice for your brand. You can't select your colors and all of that kind of stuff. But it is a good option if you don't necessarily want to create a website, but you still want to look a bit more professional. It is an option that you could go for. But my recommended option is either of the next ones that I'm going to talk about. So firstly is you could create like a one-page like a landing page in a platform like ClickFunnels or Leadpages or whatever one of those platforms that you use, and you could basically just replicate what it looks like on a Linktree and create that kind of page in your ClickFunnels or Leadpages account, and that way you can actually then have it linked to your domain. So that's what I've done in the past. I've just created an account in ClickFunnels, linked it into my WordPress account, and then it's linked to my Jade Scarfoni domain. So it's my brand, my colors, my fonts, all of that kind of stuff. But I just find sometimes ClickFunnels doesn't optimize the best for mobile, so I started not to like that either. So the final option I've gone with, and the one I recommend, is to just build a separate page within your website. So if you have a website, then you should be able to just create a mobile optimized page, and you can just then create the page that you want. So you could make it something like a Linktree kind of page, or you could have a bit more detail on it, but you would just make a little one page setup which is mobile optimized, and then you can put that link in your bio, and then that link will direct to the page where you have multiple options on there. So people could either opt in for your freebies, depending on what freebies you've got. They can be taken to your blog, they can book a call with you, things like that. So this is where you can get a bit creative and have different options so that people can actually connect with you in different ways that are best suited to them. Now, and that way it's completely branded to you. It's your link. You've got control over it. Because the other thing, when you're using links that aren't exactly your domain, then you've got the risk that if other people do dodgy stuff with those platforms and Instagram gets wind of it and decides they don't want those kind of links to be allowed in their bios, then you could lose that. And if you don't catch on to that and your links get marked as spam, then you have the potential where you're not actually, where people are clicking on your link and it's taking them nowhere, or you're not actually collecting emails. So you want to be careful with that as well, and make sure that you're always using links that are linked to your domain, because that way it's less unlikely that it's going to be marked as spam, and you're actually going to have more control over it, and it looks like a solid brand is established, and you're not just using all these free tools because you haven't established a strong brand. So in terms of branding, I highly recommend that your link is linked to your domain. And if you want to make the most out of your Instagram bio, then just create a one-pager in your website that you can then put as your bio link. So it could be like mine, which is jadescarfoni.com/Instagram. So I've made that specific page purely for my Instagram bio, so I know that that is made for that. So it's not visible when people go to my website online. That it's a hidden page from that, but it's just purely made to be shown on my Instagram account. So that is what you could do as well. The other things to consider when it comes to putting multiple links in your bio is sometimes it might actually be a detriment. So sometimes it's actually better to just have one link, like if you're in a launch phase, or if you're just heavily promoting one thing at the moment and that's what you want all your attention to go to, and that's what all your posts are about, all your stories and everything about. You don't want people to get confused when they go to the link in your bio and see too many options. So you want to make sure that if you're in that kind of phase where you're highly focused on one thing, that the link in your bio is just going to that one thing. So the beauty of Instagram is you can change your links as you go. So you might have noticed recently, as I was promoting a course, the course kit and course tools and all of that kind of stuff, all my links were specifically related to the course. But when I'm not in launch phase and I'm not in promotion phase, then my bio link is just my standard jadescarfoni.com/Instagram link, and that goes to multiple options, so then people can decide what they actually want to get from me. So that is some tips on how to make the most out of your Instagram bio. I hope you found this useful, and if you want more information on any of the tools that I did mention, or some advice on how to actually set things up in websites and ClickFunnels and things like that, then I have written a blog post about this topic as well. So you can head on over to my blog and read all the details there. And I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.